The failed former president Donald J. Trump is now suggesting that Republicans work to wreck the economy for the next 2 years because that would be good for Trump in 2024. If you could imagine a more depraved, anti-American idea to benefit oneself politically than this, I quite frankly can't think of it. If you put a gun to my head, which many of these people would gladly do, I guess the worst scenario would be allow or even encourage a terrorist attack in order to place me as the person in charge to unite the country after the attack to increase my approval rating. If you say to me, can you think of something worse than let's wreck the economy? It would probably be that. Let's take a look at what Donald Trump posted to his platform Truth Social yesterday.
Truth Social.
There's a serious lack of truth here. Posted in all capital letters, as Donald Trump often does, saying, quote, Republicans can get almost everything back that the old broken crow Mitch McConnell and the real leader, China-centric Coco Chow, by the way, he's referring to Mitch McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao. That is his sort of racist, xenophobic nickname for her. Stupidly gave up to the Democrats over the last 2 years by simply playing tough in the upcoming debt ceiling negotiations. Trump is saying, don't negotiate, allow the government to completely shut down, allow basic systems to fail, which will wreck the economy. And then that'll help Republicans in 2024. That's what Trump is saying. You have to read between the lines here, and it's pretty easy to figure out what he's saying. With the right negotiators, like all of those involved the other night on both sides for Speaker, it will be a beautiful and joyous thing for the people of our country to watch. Make America great again. Trump thinks the American people would enjoy watching basic services go unfunded due to political maneuvering because it would be good TV. The depravity here is one level. But actually, I want to put that aside for a moment. Put aside for a moment the immorality, the depravity, the lack of ethics of this idea of ruin the economy so that then Trump can swoop in 24 and say, look, you need me back and I'll fix all of this right away. Put it aside for a second. I actually believe it's bad political strategy. The long-term consequences of a damaged economy, I believe, outweigh the short-term political gain. It takes a long time and a huge amount of resources to recover from an act of deliberately screwing up the economy for 2 years. And forget about would it be irreparable. Let's concede it's reparable, but you could be talking about years, quite frankly. If you were to say, let's unite and let's not do the debt ceiling if and when it comes to be necessary. If we need stimulus because of some crisis, let's not do it. If we need funding for a natural disaster, let's not do it. On and on and on and on, right? I actually believe that the damage you do will reach far beyond the 2-year term that you think would basically be compartmentalized nicely to help you in 2024. Because deliberately wrecking the American economy in order to win future elections, of course it's unethical. Of course it lacks integrity. Of course it's a total abandonment of the principles. They're principles. Give me a break. It's an abandonment of the principles they claim to value. And of course it harms society in the short run, but it's bad in the long run. And as a result, it's also not a good idea for the Republican Party. Now, Trump views a wrecked economy as a key to his election in 2024. He expects that Kevin McCarthy is going to honor some kind of commitment to wreck the economy to Trump. That would be insane if it is the case, and they need to be held accountable if they do that. Now, let's be honest. If nothing else, I'm honest with all of you. If we are honest, even when Republicans don't say it or don't realize it, their actions have been disastrous for the economy for decades now. That's just the reality. Trickle-down economics, where you cut taxes for the rich to raise the tide for all boats, doesn't work. Flat out doesn't work. We've had economists on. We've looked at the data. Just doesn't work. And so Republicans would never say, we're going to cut taxes on the rich to wreck the economy. No, they might even think it helps the economy, but it doesn't. So the policy has been bad for the economy for a very long time. Reagan exploded spending while cutting taxes. It's been policy for a very long time. Bush started 2 wars, created the Department of Homeland Security and TSA while giving tax cuts to the rich. Come on. It's the same thing. Trump added trillions in debt while giving tax cuts to the rich. This has been what they've done for decades. But now Trump is just openly saying, let's screw it up. Let's screw it up, and then Americans will figure out how much they want Republicans in 2024. It's absolutely disgusting. Almost as disgusting as the very ugly war between Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's talk about that next. It's a new year. Many of us are trying to make new positive changes. Here's something really simple that could be a game changer. Our sponsor, Athletic Greens. Every day, I take a scoop of AG1. I get 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients to last me all day long. This way, I just know my nutritional bases are covered for the entire day. It has everything I want, and that's important to me. Rather than doing the individual supplements and vitamins or whatever, I don't want to do any of that, okay? AG1 is the simplest way to just get everything I want for my nutritional foundation each day. AG1 is also a great bang for your buck. You're going to end up spending way more on all those bottles of vitamins and supplements and minerals. So save some money, make your life easier. Just a scoop of AG1. I love the travel packs, which let me take AG1 wherever I go. I have the big pack of AG1 at home. And when you go to athleticgreens.com/Pacman, you'll get 5 free travel packs plus a free year supply of vitamin D, which I use during the winter. The link is down below.